Hello and welcome to India TV. The 18th edition of the Indian Premier League is upon us and all 10 teams are ready to get going after rebuilding their squads in the mega auction. We will discuss here all the strengths and weaknesses of all 10 IPL teams. I have Anshul Gupta with me to discuss all the aspects. Let's go with the teams who qualified for the playoffs last year first. Let's go with KKR. Anshul, your thoughts on KKR, Rahane as captain and Chandrakant Pandit as coach?
I think most of their sort of the first 11 is there, barring 3 players. Phil Salt is not there, but I think Quinton de Kock is more or less like for like replacement. Shreyas Iyer is not there, who is now an IPL winning captain, and Mitchell Stark is not there. And the biggest factor maybe is the absence of Gautam Gambhir, who is now with the Indian team as the head coach. So I think how the new coach how the coach Chandrakant Pandit and the new captain Ajinkya Rahane, who wasn't even picked in the first round.
Yes.
So how their tuning sort of aligns with the team and how those two together take the team together. I think that will be a key aspect because I think the first 11 sort of picks itself. But how does Ajinkya Rahane's own form, then Spencer Johnson or maybe Andrek Nogia, both are good pacers but not really in form, and Spencer Johnson hasn't sort of arrived at the big stage yet, even for Australia. So that will be my big concern.
Yes, but one major factor which I think has to be discussed here is Venkatesh Iyer, 23.5 crore recruit, has been made vice captain. We all thought he would be a captain. But then how much pressure would he be able to handle, and that will be key, I think. So what do you think on that thing? Specifically Venkatesh Iyer, where he would bat and all.
And I think that may be one of the reasons that KKR didn't give him captaincy, to take one burden off his shoulder. But if the team is on the same page and if Venkatesh knows what his job is, remember he scored 50s in both the qualifier and the final, so he is a big match player, and if he can sort of take the pressure of the price tag off his head while batting, I think he should be good because he has been a journeyman doing CA accounting, and so I think he knows what he is doing. But I think that's why I think Rahane and Pandit's role will be very important.
Yeah, so let's see if KKR will be able to qualify with the new captain. The IPL winning captain has been shifted to Punjab Kings in the auction. But then let's hope KKR fans that they'll play their best. Let's move on to the next team who will also play the first match of the season against KKR, RCB. 17 seasons, no trophy, another new captain after Faf du Plessis, Rajat Patidar, probably the next superstar of Indian cricket. That's how it has been ported, or he has been playing that way.
Yeah.
So what do you think of him as captain and the team overall, how it has been built? Because the experts said that they had a better auction than earlier seasons.
Yeah.
Then how are things standing up based on the current form of the players?
I think they have made a very good bowling lineup with Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Josh Hazelwood, Yash Dayal. So covered all aspects in the bowling department. Also gotten all-rounders like Liam Livingston or Jacob Bethel, who can chip in with a couple of overs. But I think their issue will be rest with Rajat Patidar and the lineup and the players after him. Because Rajat Patidar we saw batted like he did in last IPL in the Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy as well when he was the captain. But IPL is a big stage. IPL is a different beast altogether. So if he is able to keep that pressure aside while batting, because if he is in, he will take on the spinners, he will destroy in the middle overs. So if he does that and is able to do that, then RCB will be in good hands. But if he takes the pressure of the captaincy, then I think they may be in trouble.
But
what do you think?
Talking about what I feel is they've picked the stars again.
Yeah.
Phil Salt, you can say Liam Livingston, Tim David. But looking at the current form in the Champions Trophy, you can say they say you don't mix formats, but then it's white ball format in the end. Their forms in the Phil Salt, Livingston, England players were helpless. Jacob Bethel, he didn't play a Champions Trophy. He's coming off an injury. Tim David, he doesn't play ODIs, but he's also not played for a long time. And all this middle order, when they picked in auction, looked very, very attractive. it's still a good team.
Yeah.
But then the form will be crucial again.
Yeah.
Virat Kohli is always there. Rajat Patidar is there this time. But then these 4 players, overseas players, will be crucial, I think.
And I think they have picked well for the Chinnaswamy ground, but how they travel, because Krunal Pandya is there, Suyash Sharma, but they don't have a really good spinner who takes wickets. Krunal Pandya will give you 4 overs for 28 to 30, but he is not your wicket taker. So I think how they travel on slow pitches like Delhi or maybe Chennai, Lucknow also, but Lucknow this year has played really well, the ground. So how they travel, I think that would be very crucial.
It's funny. It's funny actually how we are not talking about RCB's bowling attack. It's the batting that's the worry, because they've done very good picks in the bowling attack. Let's hope RCB finally steps up and at least chase the trophy this time and make it to the playoffs and at least to the final, so that the fans who have been wanting that trophy for 17, 18 years now get their wish finally happening. Let's move on to the third team, and that is a really scary team. Sunrisers Hyderabad. I don't think there are any weakness, seriously, because looking at the top 5 or top 6 of the batting lineup, the bowling attack, Zampas, Shamiz, you can say Cummins, the captain, and then the batting is the 11 is picking itself.
Yeah.
So, are there any challenges for them really to make it to the top 2 at least?
I think if you want to nitpick, I think there might be a couple of concerns, but only if you are nitpicking it. I think so. Top 5 is actually very destructive and dangerous. You have Travis Head, Abhishek Sharma, they have got Ishan Kishan, so now they can play an extra foreigner in the bowling department, and then Nitish Reddy, Henrik Larsson. Top 5, I think it's a gun top 5. You can't, I don't think, I think every other bowling attack will be fearing this top 5. But I think after top 5, there's Abhinav Manohar, who has played a few IPL games but hasn't really hasn't been really given so many chances for Gujarat Titans.
Especially in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
He started well with the Gujarat in the first year.
Yeah.
But then last 2 years
Then he hasn't gotten much chance here. There's Pat Cummins at 7. I think at 7 he may be a bit high. Also because you have impact player rule.
Yeah.
So out of 12 players, if Pat Cummins is just 7, then I think they might be sort of forced, or not forced, but inclined to play Vian Mulder, who has come in as a replacement for Bryden Cup.
Then that's the variety they have in the lineup.
Yeah.
You can play Vian Mulder depending on the conditions. You can play Zampa depending on the conditions. If you go to Chennai, maybe somewhere else, Vizag, where the ball turns, and then they have Rahul Chahar as well. If you want to play Mulder, they can pick Rahul Chahar in the bowling lineup.
Yeah.
So that's the variety they have. But then I think the teams were not prepared last year for what Travis Sheikh combo was going to offer. But I think the teams, they have analysts and all this time, they might be prepared.
Yes.
But then that's one challenge they will have to face. But other than that, I think...
And also I think their second Indian pacer is Harshal Patel, who did well on the big ground at Mullapur for Punjab Kings last year. But I think if the wicket is flat in Hyderabad, then he also will have to reinvent his bowling, because the slower balls on good Hyderabad wicket won't stick.
Yes.
They would come for the batters to hit, and they will be prepared for that. So I think and that's why you talked about options. They have Simarjeet Singh also from CSK, who did really well, impressed everyone with his pace and accuracy. So that's why I think we shouldn't be saying it, but yeah, it's a very, very good team.
And one more thing to pick here is Cummins is the only foreign captain among 10 teams, and he likes to become the silencer. He likes to silence the crowds, the teams. Yeah, has done it in the World Cup, which still breaks everyone's heart here. But then it's the IPL.
Yeah,
everyone will back Hyderabad. Is backing Hyderabad to go ahead. Let's move on to the next team now. Well, we talked about SRH keeping their strengths going into the mega auction and covering a full squad. But then there is another team which has an exactly in contrast. Rajasthan Royals. I don't know what they did in the auction. They retained Dhruv Jurel. With all due respect to him, they retained Dhruv Jurel for rupees 14 crore. And then they have not been able to build a good squad. The captain is injured. He's playing as an impact player now, which the news came in the morning itself. Yeah. Riyan Parag, a young Riyan Parag is the captain. they're going nowhere right now according to in the team combination. The spirits will be up, yes, but then in reality the team balance is really not good.
And also, with due respect, Dhruv is a very good player, but hasn't proved himself at the IPL level. So, if he is your number 5, has he shown them enough promise in the nets or in training that he can be your dependable 14-game player?
He has scored 104 and 44 balls in practice.
But that was practice match against net bowler than other. So I think they have trusted. They have gone full out on their Indian batting with Nitish Rana at number 3, Riyan Parag. But it's a stiff challenge because if you tell me that there's Joss Butler at the top, and if you tell me there's no one like Joss Butler at the top, I think I'll be sort of relaxed or chilled in the second sort of statement. So, and their bowling also, I'm not sure it's a good bowling attack, but I'm not sure if they will be able to, because Chahal and Ashwin formed a very good spin partnership, and bowling is about partnership like batting. So
that's why I'm surprised with the team. The team that had Butler, Chahal, I can skip Ashwin here, that's fine. Butler, Chahal and Trent Bolt, none of them is retained, none of them is used on the right to match.
Yeah.
And the teams they have gone, they will benefit from it.
Yeah.
Definitely. But why? What was the thinking behind it? What was the new coaching staff under Rahul Dravid was thinking? They've taken a 13-year-old, which is a good thing, will be groomed under a watchful eyes of a player like Rahul Dravid. But then IPL is a little too big for him at this age, I feel.
And also, if Shimron Hetmeyer is the only overseas batter, then they don't really have backups also. Like,
they have picked 6 overseas when you have 8 slots. What was the thinking? I don't know. 6 overseas players without proper backups. You have captain injured.
And there is no overseas batter in the Bengals. There's Fazal Kharuki and Quena Mafaka.
Yeah.
These are the 2 overseas pace bowling backups, probably for Jofra Archer. But I'm really sort of puzzled. Like, it's a good first 11, no doubt. Even with Samson as just the impact player, but IPL is just not about the first 11. You have 25 players in a squad for some reason, and that reason is because it is a 14-game long season, and you can't depend upon just the first 11 to last 14 games in form.
So yeah, let's hope Rajasthan Royals last longer for those players to last as well. They have a few injury-prone players as well. Their captain is already a little bit up and down. Let's hope Rajasthan fans that they do well. They make it to the playoffs this season. Let's see within 2 months' time. Let's move on to the next 2 teams now. They'll play on Sunday. It's the El Clasico. The 2 teams, the most successful teams in IPL history, MI and CSK. These 2 teams, I tell you, what do they do better is they keep on retaining their core.
Yes.
They keep on retaining the core. They get the old players back again. They get the same players back again who played for them last year. Now let's go with CSK first. They've got Rachin Ravindra. They didn't retain him, I guess.
No.
They got him back.
RTM.
They got him back through RTM. Devon Conway, they got him back again in auction. Sam Curran, he played for them in 2018-2019. They got him back again. Ravi Ashwin, after 10 years, they've got him back. So no one is new to the setup.
Yes.
And that's the beauty of this team, because why they're successful. I think that's the beauty of these 2 teams. We are speaking about CSK. Now, I come to you. What is the we all know the strengths of CSK. What challenges will they face them?
Also, Rahul Tripathi has played alongside Dhoni and Fleming at RP.
At RPS.
So, I think their issue will be similar to maybe Sunrisers. Till 5, the batting is really good with Conway or Rachin, with Captain Gaikwad, then Rahul Tripathi, Deepak Hooda and Shivam Dubey. But Jadeja has retired from T20.
Yes, it's not.
We don't know MS Dhoni will be a 7 or 8 ball batter like last year, or will he come to bat in the 16th or the 17th over? And can Sam Curran be trusted to play the finishing role? I think those are the main questions with the CSK. It's a well balanced lineup. They have backups also. I think that's why they have picked someone like Jamie Overton
Jamie Overton.
because you need that power at number 7 or number 8.
Jamie Overton is someone like who can come at 3 and bat well.
Yeah.
Come at 7 and finish you well.
He can be used as a floater or changer. I think that's why Jamie Overton, even though many people were surprised because CSK don't really look out of their sort of trusted players, but Fleming has seen him at the 100 and even in the BBL. So Jamie Overton is, I think, a nice pick. But if they are playing both Conway and Rajin Ravin, then they're balancing the 4 overseas will be a challenge. So the middle order, I think, is the sort of grey area.
Yes. Making the playoffs for CSK, I think, shouldn't be a problem. But then going beyond that could be.
Yeah, because in big games, you need those crucial runs late. And I think bowling will take care of itself. They have Indian pacers like Khalil Ahmed, Mukesh Chaudhary, Anshul Kamboj is in good form. So I think bowling will take care of itself. It's the finishing middle order. If that can be, if Jadeja comes to the party, if MS comes to the party, great for CSK. But yeah, that will be, I think, the main issue.
Let's move on to the next team, Mumbai Indians. The build-up to the last season was probably the worst in 18 years. But this time, there is promise. The unity is there this time. We can see it through the preseason conference. We could see it through the preseason conference from Hardik Pandya as well. He's looking forward to it. But again, there is a big but and if as well. What about Jasprit Bumrah? What about their playing 11 in the first match against CSK? Hardik Pandya is not there. Jasprit Bumrah is not there. Who will play? Who will not play? What do you think? What is the? Let's talk about the impact of Bumrah's absence again after 1 year.
Also, no one will ask anyone to behave this time around.
Sanjay Mandurikar.
I think they're very short on Indian bowling, Indian pace bowling. I think yes, there's Deepak Chahar, but you've seen him in IPL that he bowls 3 overs in the power play itself. So then, if not Bumrah, then who? They have Satyanarayan Raju, they have Ashwani Kumar, they have Arjun Jhunwar as 3 Indian pace bowling options, but all 3 are uncapped. All 3 are inexperienced.
I was trying to make a playing 11 in the last of the first game yesterday. If I was putting Rickelton up there, I was not able to pick Corbin Bosch down, and then there was a need of an Indian pacer, and I was directly looking at Arjun Tendulkar. So that was a big no because of the inexperience, obviously,
and also in the big game like CSK.
And then again, if I remove Rickelton from there in the openings from the opening slot, and I add Corbin Bosch down, but then you have to pick KL Srijit, who's kind of, again, you can say uncapped or inexperienced at the top.
Yeah.
So what will you prefer in this case, strengthening the bowling or putting the power in the top 5 and top 6 and then back them to get whatever CSK post or whatever they're chasing?
I think when Hardik comes back, then they can maybe play Ryan Rickelton. Then they might not need a Corbin Bosch, but because they will play Will Jacks, they have spent and he also offers you off-swing bowling. So I think they will go with Will Jacks, Mitchell Santner, Trent Bolt and Corbin Bosch for the first game, I think. Because I think they can sort of move KL Srijit down to maybe 5 or 6 after Tilak Verma.
Then Will Jacks will open.
Yeah, then Will Jacks will open with Rohit. So that is the lineup they can go with Namandir at 6, who they RTM. So Mumbai look a good team, but Bumrah's absence will be sort of a big question mark on there.
Who will support Bolt? That will be key.
Yeah.
Even Deepak Chahar is there, but then again, he's not at his absolute best when he was at 2018-19. Again, he is injury prone.
Yeah, injury prone, and even though he lasted the domestic season this time around, but Deepak Chahar is not a trusted bowler even by MS Dhoni as the dead.
Yeah.
So who does closes out the games for them? So that will be a big issue for me for the Mumbai, and the rest of the batting is very good, but Bumrah, no Bumrah.
That's the superstar Bumrah for you, because even without him, Indian team is nothing.
Even though Mumbai qualified in 2023 without Bumrah, but I'm not sure this time.
So let's move on. Gujarat Titans. I'm keeping last 2 teams specifically together to stick together because there is something going on between the players between them. But then now Gujarat Titans, Shubman Gill is captain. He yesterday spoke about being intent on scoring runs.
Yeah.
They have Butler as well at the top. How do you see this team coming up?
I think for me, this team won the auction. With the backups they had, with the overseas quality they have, experience they have, I think they won the auction. But I think this is the recurring issue with every team. They will have also the middle order problem. Because you have Butler and Gill at the top. Butler may come at 3 if they want to free up to Sai Sudarshan in the power play. Then you have Shahrukh at 4, Washington Sundar at 5,
Glenn Phillips as well.
Glenn Phillips or maybe Sharfan Rutherford at 6.
What he's doing right now, Glenn Phillips, the Sharfan Rutherford stands no chance.
And,
He gives you 20 runs in fielding.
Yeah.
Plus he scores more than 20 runs of less than 8 balls. And I think he will play. When the impact is hitting. And even in the bowling,
Yeah.
you have Rashid, you have Kagiso Rabada, and then you have good Indian spinners, a good mix of Indian spinners and facers. So I think Gujarat Titans stand well. They have to be led well.
Led well.
Also,
I think their issue will be number 5. Many experts and sort of have called for them to play Washington Sundar at 5, but will Washington, because Washington is not your finisher power player who can whack the ball out of the ground. That's why I think they have Tewatia at 7 and Rashid at 8. But if they want to go for a batting all-rounder, there's Mahipal Lomrod as well at 5. So I think this is the area where Gujarat Titans sort of excelled in the auction. They picked up 2 players for every place.
Yeah.
So if anything happens to Rabada, there's Jared Goetze. If anything happens to Glenn Phillips, there's Sharfan Rutherford. So even in the pace attack, there's Ishant Sharma in the backups. There Kulwant Khejrolia, Gurnoor Brat. So this is looking a very good team. Just that how Shubman Gill and Butler go. Does Sai Sudarshan, after the great season he had last year, can he sort of kick on and make the name for himself? Because there was a slight criticism of his strike rate last year, but he answered all of them with the century against CSK. So I think Titans are one of the favorites, but let's see IPL.
Let's move on to the last 2 teams. We'll go through them quickly before predicting our playoff teams. Delhi Capitals and Lucknow Super Giants. Now, why I kept them last 2? Delhi Capitals had Rishabh Pant last year. The unceremonious exit of KL Rahul from Lucknow Super Giants. And then we all know what happened with Rishabh Pant regarding the retaining thing and whatever was happening. Unfortunate happening. But then they have switched teams.
Yeah.
KL Rahul is not the captain. Reportedly, he didn't accept the captaincy. But then Akshar Patel is the captain, and here Rishabh Pant is the captain. Both have points to prove, KL Rahul and Rishabh Pant. And Akshar Patel, as a captain, he has done his everything. He now deserves whatever he's getting, all the accolades. But then how do you see DC? And let's talk about DC first, Delhi Capitals first. How do you see this team building up?
I think they picked quality players, but they are sort of too dependent on them, because they have a good bowling attack with Mitchell Stark, Rajan, a decent bowling attack, but I'm not sure about the backups, because Mohit Sharma last year playing at Delhi gave away 73 runs in 4 overs. So I don't think Mohit Sharma's slower balls will work in a small ground like Delhi.
The pitch has changed as well. It's flatter now.
And also they have the best duo of Indian spin bowling. So I think that is the one area where they are taken care of. But Harry Brooks sort of pull out. I think now they will have to sort of rearrange their middle order.
I think that has forced them to bring Faf du Plessis in their plans and make him vice captain as well.
And if Brooks exit makes them play KL Rahul at 4, I think nothing better than that, because KL Rahul is playing situations for India in the middle order. He knows how to attack, when to attack, pick his bowlers, pick his areas. So I think if that can work out, KL Rahul at 4 with Stubbs and Akshar and Ashutosh Sharma to follow, then nothing better for Delhi Capitals. So they have a good team, but they have also very new. The whole coaching staff is new. They have changed the gills. Yeah. So how Akshar, the team, how the works under the new coaching staff, that will be a challenge, and that's why I think someone like Matthew Mott, who is assistant coach, who has worked with Australian women's team, England men's team, won several World Cups. I think his role will be key to sort of be the mediator between the head coach, bowling coach, and the support staff and the players.
Let's hope Delhi as well are chasing their first title as well. So let's hope Delhi fans they play to their potential. Let's move on to the final team now quickly. Lucknow Super Giants. I will not go through entire team now. Rishabh Pant as captain, 27 crore, and the bowling attack. The Indian bowling attack there is in complete injured. You take Mayank Yadav, you take Avesh Khan, you take Mohsin Khan, you take Akashdeep. All, as I know right now, they are injured.
And even Zahir Khan in his presser yesterday didn't confirm anyone's participations in the first few games. He also said that they are at the NCA, but he sort of brushed the question aside, like we will wait and see. So I think that is a big question mark. But I think also in the batting, why didn't they pick openers?
They have Mitchell Marsh now, who is likely to play as impact player. Yes, I mean, it's about time. It's a matter of time before he gets rolled out as well.
And also, so they are playing players out of position. We don't know if Pant will open. We don't know if Aiden Markram will open. And both play at number 3 or 4 for in T20 cricket. So I don't know what have Lucknow done seriously. They have good middle order in Pooran, David Miller and Ayush Badoni, and Abdul Samad and Shahbaz Ahmed to follow. But I'm not sure about the it is one team which has middle taker care of, but they don't have the top and the bottom. So
it looks tough a little bit for LSG this time. Yeah. Among all the teams, LSG and RR I feel are could be a little bit on the receiving side.
We forgot about Punjab.
That's the team. That's the team for you. That's the franchise for you.
Maybe that's why Ponting came on board, so that Punjab can be talked about.
Let's not forget, Punjab has a good team this time. They have an IPL winning captain. So, in a way, he's defending champion. But the team is different.
And Ponting is also coming off a tackle win in MLC at the Washington field.
So, Punjab is a good team. Let's hope Punjab does well this time, because they have built a good squad. What do you think about it? Quickly.
I think their bowling might be challenged if Lockie Ferguson doesn't play, because most of the experts are saying that Josh Inglis, because of his form from Champions Trophy, should open. But I think if Lockie Ferguson plays and they back someone like Priyansh Arya, who did really well in the Delhi Premier League with Marcus Stoinis, Glenn Maxwell and Shreyas Iyer to follow, I think that's a risky move. But I think that's why you have 14 games. You can try a combination out for a couple of games, and if that works, then nothing better for Punjab, because they have enough options. Even in the Indian based bowling, you have Kuldeep Singh, Vijay Kumar Vishak, Yash Thakur. So they have, the auction has been done very well. But Punjab.
Yeah, that's the history of the franchise that we forgot to talk about them. They have good players this time. Let's be fair. So yes, you have 4 teams. I'll hear from you first, and then I'll tell mine. So your 4 teams for the playoffs.
So first 3 teams, I think I have made up my mind with the Sunrisers, Mumbai and Gujarat Titans. But 4th, I'm sort of should CSK, should Delhi, should Punjab. But I will go with the experience of CSK. So CSK fans, you can all rest.
I'll annoy the MI fans a little bit. I'm not a great fan of MI. Not a big fan.
But also
Bumrah's absence, I think, will hurt them a lot in key crunch games when the playoffs race will get intense. So I'll go with SRH. It would be a crime to not consider SRH right now. If things go wrong, massively go wrong, then only they'll not qualify. Yeah. I would vouch them for a top 2 finish. Yeah. So SRH, CSK, my personal favorite as well, and plus
they have the team.
The team is good. They're so used to making it the playoffs. So CSK, SRH. I would go with Gujarat Titans. To be honest, in this discussion, I have included Gujarat Titans because I was not entirely aware of their full squad.
Yeah.
But they have got exciting backups as well. So GT, but then the 4th team again, I feel I'll go with Delhi or Punjab, because one of them, they have always been close, but they are finishing 5th.
Yeah.
They have good team this time. They have potential as well. So I think
all the teams who haven't won IPL, Delhi, Punjab, RCB have had good auctions, but with all three of them, you can only say things if they make it to the playoffs. So let's hope and wait. It will be a good couple of months for all of us.
Yes, so the extravaganza is coming to the IPL is an extravaganza, and the fans will. I hope the fans will enjoy the next couple of months. It's like a festival across the 12 venues this time in India. So this was our analysis. Keep following India TV for more such videos. We'll come up with more such videos through the IPL. Thank you.